Hi, everybody. Today, I want to talk about payments plans. The reason is because everybody, whenever they talk about like their dream vacations, like going to Hawaii or Europe or whatever the case may be, everybody talks about the price of. They're like, "Oh, that's going to be so amazing, but it's going to cost so much money." Well, you get what you pay for, right? A good friend of mine out of Tulsa says that you will never regret the money you spend on a good trip whenever you get home, and I can't agree with that more. So instead of worrying about the price, let's spread it out over time. So I got a couple tricks that I recommend. First off, like a separate savings account. Myself, every time I get paid, I have a little bit of money that automatically gets debited out of my checking account. It goes into a separate savings account that is just for travel. Not everybody can do that, but that's the easiest way for me. So I've just got money set aside to go travel, whether it be a weekend trip to Vegas or trying to go in a few months going down to Cabo or Cozumel or something like that. That works for me, but maybe it doesn't for you. Another option, which everybody seems to really like the idea of, is payment plans. So most vendors that I work with, which obviously I'm contracted with hundreds of vendors, most vendors that I work with whenever it comes to packages, especially going to like Central America or the Bahamas, has payment options. So what that looks like is there's an initial deposit, there is a payments in the middle, and then there's a final payment. The payment or the initial deposit portion of it, it depends on the company that we book through. Now again, there's a whole bunch of vendors. There are a few that I really like. They make it super easy, basically because they're flying out of our airport here around Tulsa, and so it makes sense to work with them because they're going to be the cheapest most of the time. So the deposit is going to depend on the vendor, anywhere from $200 a person up to 50-60% of the total trip. There's lots of caveats, like whether you add insurance or you add cars, things like that, and which vendors. Anyhow, so there's the deposit portion of it. And then there's the payment portion of it. And whether it be the deposit or the initial payments, I can send you login information to where you've got access to your trips, your personal information, and you can put an encrypted credit card into my system to where we can kind of make payments whenever. I can set it up to where it does automatic payments, like once a month, whenever you tell me, or you can be like, "Yo, Rob, I need to pay $200 on my trip to Cancun," and I can push that through whenever you want. So the payments are easy. And then there's the final payment. Obviously, we need to get that paid off before you travel. Virtually all my companies that I work with require that it's paid off 45 days before travel. So as long as we're paid off before then, cool, we're good to go. If you try to book a flight or a package inside of that window, say 30 days before you leave, obviously it's going to be paid. It's going to be due 100% at the time of booking. But other than that, you're good to go. So payment plans, save if you can, but payment plans are a great option to look at those big trips that come up only once in a while. Let me know if you have specific questions. I can walk you through what that looks like and hopefully get you a quote on something. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.